Meanwhile, the Communist Party Congress starts on Sunday and Beijing is dealing with a big problem before the event. A rare protest against Xi Jinping is what has been witnessed in China. Now, we told you about these banners before. Now, do you know what they said? Now, they've called Xi Jinping a dictator and have asked the Chinese people to get rid of him. Now, the administration in the city, of course, quickly got rid of those banners that described Xi Jinping as a dictator. But guess what? The story hasn't died. Now, this protest is, of course, still alive on the Chinese internet, and also the Chinese government is struggling to put an end to it. Now, what's interesting is that the images of these banners have gone viral on the Chinese social media. They've sparked thousands of comments, and these comments are all from Weibo, China's alternative to Twitter. And these are real comments by people who've said what they actually feel like about their president and about their government. And this is what people are talking on Weibo. I'll give you some of the quotes. "Oh, brave one, I salute you. Don't be silent. Speak up. I hope the brave one stays safe. Brave one, we don't deserve you. And finally, you may strike fast, but you can't kill every brave person." These are some of the comments that are being put out by the Chinese people on their social media website, Weibo. Now, they're talking about that mystery demonstrator. They're referring to him as Brave One, the one who stuck up those banners which refer to Xi Jinping as the dictator. And this, of course, remember, is a pretty dramatic protest going by the standards of what is allowed and not allowed in China. It is still not clear as to who was this person who in fact managed to put those banners up. But the netizens in China and indeed around the world are very curious to know as to who had the courage to put up those posters. So they've begun an online hunt. The online sleuths are trying to hunt this person down. Their focus is, of course, on a Chinese researcher, a physicist from the northern province of Heilongjiang. He's believed to be a person of interest. So we'll tell you why he's been put down as a person of interest. Now, apparently, these internet sleuths have managed to uncover a manifesto that's been linked to this researcher. It was taken down after the protest, but the Chinese citizens have managed to retrieve it. So what does it say? Now, the document is said to be about 23 pages long. It calls on the Chinese citizens to launch a civil disobedience campaign. One of the recommendations also says that people should smash the COVID testing stations. Now, the same manifesto also gives an explanation, but we need to quote what is written in the manifesto. Now, this was to stop dictator Xi Jinping from illegally continuing in office so that China can embark on the road to democracy and freedom. So it could be possible that this person was in fact extremely angry about China's zero COVID policy. Some reports also claim that local authorities did arrest one person in connection with this protest. However, it's not been independently verified as to who exactly has been arrested by the Chinese government. So the protest, of course, is being widely discussed on Chinese social media. Online sleuths are conducting their own investigation. It's a bit of a nightmare if you are the Chinese censor who's trying to put a clamp on all protests against Xi Jinping. Now, these censors are being forced to take some pretty extreme steps. So do you know what they did? They wiped the word Beijing completely. The word Beijing has in fact now been restricted on Chinese social media. And so what does this mean? If someone tries to search for Beijing on the Chinese internet, then they won't get any results. And that's not all. Security of bridges in Beijing has also been tightened. So just take a look at this. There are actual guards who are manning bridges in Beijing at this moment, just before the crucial meeting is to take place tomorrow. A news publication has also put out a video on Twitter, and this is, of course, what the video is. So this, of course, is how the Chinese administration is trying to clamp down on all expressions of dissent or protest against Xi Jinping, who's, of course, looking for a historic third term.